Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact of the Day with me, Mark Lotsu, the gene drive. So this story is about pest control. More to the point, is a way of controlling pests that can be controlled. So controlling pest control, that's not confusing. In 1995 in Australia, there's a test of a virus called the Calcivirus for control of the rabbits on one of the islands. This virus then escaped to the mainland and just spread throughout the entire population. It was banned in New Zealand, but some farmers smuggled it over into New Zealand and then it spread throughout the population in New Zealand. So they're now looking at a process called genetic extinction, where they use genetic parasites to spread through a population to kill all of the organisms of that population. And in New Zealand, they're looking at species like rats and possums and stoats, which are all invasive species. So what is a gene drive? We all have gene drives, they're natural things. It's simply the chance that your genes are going to be passed on to the next generation. And for each of the genes you have, there's a 50% chance that one form of that gene will be passed on to the next generation. For example, blue eyes or brown eyes. But these artificial man-made gene drives are cheating. So there's going to be a 100% chance that they're passed on to all members within the population. But this man-made gene drive has a 100% chance of being passed on to all members within the population, because what it does is it copies itself from one form of the gene on one chromosome to the other form of the gene on the other chromosome. So instead of saying, will you get this one or this one, it doesn't matter which one you get, because they're both going to have that form of the gene because of the gene drive. How's it going to be done? With that old classic CRISPR technology, CRISPR-Cas9. And so they're looking to be able to edit genes within organisms so that all of the members of the population from that organism will have that same gene. And they're looking to use it for things like reduce the spread of disease, getting rid of pesticide resistance in insects and pests, and getting rid of herbicide resistance in weeds, as well as getting rid of killing all invasive species in a particular area. So at Imperial College London, they're looking to test out this gene drive to spread infertility amongst all of the mosquitoes to prevent the spread of malaria. Now I know you're probably thinking, is this really going to be a good idea if we want to start spreading infertility within populations of organisms? What if it gets onto other continents? What if it spreads to the populations of all of that organism? Then they're all dead, they're extinct. They're never coming back. A friend of mine came up with another idea, perhaps not 100% ethically sound, and that is to spread things like diabetes or specific diseases within the organisms, which has a long enough incubation time so that they have time to reproduce and spread the genes throughout the population before they then die off. I'm not sure many people would like the idea of creating a population of diabetic rats, so it's just not very nice, is it? And it's slightly James Bond villain-esque. So what do you think a good use of the gene drive would be? That has been Gene Drives. Thanks for watching. Love you, bye, love you, bye, love you, bye.